Alright, hey, what's going on? Welcome back to the channel. I thought I will make a video about basically learning how to play any fighting game that you pick up down the road here. So I think the most important thing about any fighting game that you play, you need to understand kind of like the basic fighting game knowledge. Some examples I'm gonna provide to you is from my own personal experience, personal opinion. I'm sure there are other people out there that can probably give you maybe better things than I would, but this is how I kind of approach things. I think it's really important that we learn to have a positive mindset. The reason why I say this, because if you walk into any fight, no matter how good that opponent is, you got to think to yourself that I'm gonna win this match. No matter what the outcome is, your mindset should be like that. Even if you don't win, that doesn't really matter, because you have a higher chance of giving them a good fight or even winning the match coming with that kind of mindset. If you come in like, oh man, I'm going to lose, this guy's so good, you probably will lose. And I think the next thing that I think is really important is learning how to control the neutral game. When I say the neutral game, I don't just mean, you're in neutral position and you're kind of like playing footsies back and forth, blocking their attack. You should be poking. You should be checking. The reason why I say you should be checking the opponent, you want to see how they're going to react to your attacks. So that this way, it kind of gives you an idea of, what their moves is going to be like, so that you can find a way to kind of counter them or hit them with an attack. Poke them a few times here and there. Those little poke damages do add up over time. You don't want to disregard poke damages. Combos isn't everything. Sometimes pokes can be, your best friend pretty much in these types of matches. And when you poke them enough, it could frustrate the other opponent, and as you whittle their HP bar down a little bit, they might panic, they might make a lot of more mistakes, which can give you the upper hand. And you want to be patient. You definitely want to be patient with anything that you do. You want to block, you want to counter, you don't want to overextend your attacks, because they can come back and hit you with a flurries of combo and could end up causing a lot of damage to you as well. Now, the other thing is, when you're winning the round, right, you got their HP pretty low, you still want to be patient. You don't want to just rush right in, because you could make that mistake where they could catch you off guard or find, the weakness, probably end up taking the round away from you. So be patient. That's very, very important as well. And, when you're learning combos and super attack, you want to practice slow. You want to take your time as much as you can. It's better to do it correctly slowly than to actually do it really fast and making mistakes over and over again, because your mind, your muscle memory is gonna be trained to keep doing the same motion, over and over again, and that's gonna just cause you to be frustrated and just keep misinputting the attacks. So take it slow. Eventually you get faster and faster, and then your muscle memory just kicks in, and then it just kind of happens automatically, where you just keep doing the right move and you become more accurate. But take it slow. Any super attacks you learn, any special moves you do, take it slow, take your time. The next thing is, sometimes basic combos is your best friend. If you're doing like 3 to 4 hit combos, you're not doing anything crazy, anything spectacular, but you are whittling away your opponent's HP, so that, can kind of give you the upper hand, and you can keep repeating this over and over again. You don't have to do flashy combos, anything crazy. As long as you can execute fast-paced combos, that comes up pretty quick. Even if it's 2 hit, 3 hit, 4 hit, doesn't matter. Focus on those as your bread and butter, but eventually you'll get better, of course, and you'll be able to perform better combos. And I think the next thing that is very important is learn the basic mechanics of that fighting game you're trying to play. Whether it is whether it's an escape mechanics. Most fighting games have some type of escape mechanics where you can use once per round. So learn to gauge when you want to use that, especially if you're getting locked or looped to like some type of combo loop. You probably shouldn't use that escape mechanics. But if you think that maybe perhaps you can hold out a little bit and get out of that, save it for that crucial moment, and then, try to execute your attacks after that. So learning, the counter definitely is very important. Blocking counter, absolutely. You got to get your timing on that. That's also very important. And also throw counters, one of those things where you definitely should focus on as well, because if the opponent knows that they can keep throwing you over and over again, and you're not reacting in a way that you can get out of this, they're just going to keep doing it, and it's just going to keep frustrating you. So that is something I would suggest learning, even if you practice 15 minutes a day. Just getting that throw counter in. Doesn't matter which fighting game you play. I personally believe that, honestly, defense wins a lot more games than being overly aggressive and being offensive. Some players may, probably disagree with me, which is totally fine. Everybody has their own play style, but I feel like just block. When the opponent is rushing you, block. And the reason why, this is a good idea is because you kind of can be able to gauge the types of attacks that your opponent usually does almost every single time. But when you learn to block these, you may have a better idea on how to counter them and how to take that opportunity to turn it into an offensive attack and could potentially, take that round or the match. I've been playing fighting games since, I've been a gamer since the late 80s, so I'm a bit of an OG, but I'm not the best at fighting games. But the reason why I win games because I just apply these basic knowledge. I don't do anything fancy in my matches, like nothing crazy. I don't have crazy combo loops that I perform. I just kind of try to whittle my opponent away with basic attacks, basic combos, and focusing on a little bit of super arts here and there. And mix up I think is pretty important as well. If you're always going with like the high, high punch, or high kick, maybe you want to mix it up like, high punch, low punch, high kick. You get the idea, right? You got to mix it up, keep your opponent guessing, and it'll kind of throw them off their game a little bit. Mix up is important. I think one of the hardest things when it comes to fighting game is to learn how to predict your opponent's attacks, their moves, jumps, whatever they do. But I believe that if we can figure that out and take our time with each opponent that you play and figure out, what they normally do, what their habits are, you have a better chance of predicting what they're going to do on you next. And this way you can counter them a lot quicker than you would normally would. Daiko is probably one of the best players out there that can do that. It's something that is very difficult to do, but it's something I am trying to work on. And I think it's something that you should also work on as well. Definitely. So I just want to make a short video about this. This is, like I said, my personal experience from just playing fighting games. And that's pretty much it for that. So if I missed anything, leave me a comment down below in the comment section down there. If there's anything that you are having issues that you're trying to work on, let me know down below as well. We'll have a conversation about it, and we'll kind of go from there. If you do enjoy the video, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. And I'll see you later in the next video. Peace out. Alright, so we got a little bit of gameplay here for your viewing pleasure. Thanks for listening to me in the beginning of the video. So let's go ahead and dive in with some fun matches. We got some good counters going on here. Misses Yozenzen somehow, gets him with the low attack. They were able to block our attack. We got them in the corner, but they were able to come back with a further attack. It gets us with the throw. HP's getting pretty low right now. Trying desperately not to lose this match here in the neutral position. Trying to keep the pressure on. We were able to counter them. Missed the attack, however. Then we block their super art. We do get away from the super art, going with a nice little counter. Able to block them. Trying to get in with a counter. Unfortunately, was not able to, but the opponent did take the round there. That's okay. So we got a second round here in the match. Here we go. They blocked the Yozenzen somehow. We were able to block their attack. Trying to stay out of the corner as much as we can. Their countering is pretty good. Not able to initiate any of my attacks properly here. Get them with the low hit. Gets them with the counter with the tatami attack. Puts the pressure on. Keeps them in the corner. Trying to keep that pressure going. Gets them with the tatami combo. Their HP's getting pretty low. We do counter. Gets the wall break. Not enough damage to finish the round. However, we were able to finalize the round with the super attack. Here we go. Third round. Good block. Keeping those blocks going. Trying to counter them when we can. We do hit them. Nice little kick attack. Lands the Yozenzen. Kicks again, once again. Counters, but they were able to get out and escape. Nice hit. Trying to control the neutral position here. Pushing us back into the corner. Trying to avoid that as much as we can. Oh, we missed the Yozenzen. They do counter, but we get the escape. We block their super art. Gets a nice hit in. Keeps them cornered, and we were able to go ahead and hit them with a further attack. Gets in the final hit. We do take the match. But as you can see, we were trying to not play too aggressively. I did defend as much as I could. I was able to find an opening and rushed in with some attacks. Unable to block that time. Good hit. Look at that. HP is less than 50% already. Wow. And we go in and try to hit them. We do land a couple of hits, keeping them back in the corner. They were able to counter us. Gives us another throw. HP is getting pretty low. Blocked. Ooh, was not able to block the super art. Well, it does take the first round. These matches are pretty fast-paced, so you know you got to think really fast. Nice counter. And we go in with some more attack. Does land the Yozensen. Goes in for the kick counter into the tatami art. Puts him in the corner, putting in the pressure once again. They were able to counter us, but we were able to hit them back with a chain attack. Oh no, they were able to hit us with the counter. Pushes back out in the neutral. Back into the corner we go. Look at those damage that he's doing to me. Wow. Unfortunately, I was not able to block their attacks, and the opponent did take the match. But it is what it is. Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. It's one of those days, right? But here we go. Best 2 out of the 3. Gets it with the tatami. They do. They didn't block the low attack. Nice counter by the opponent because of my whiffs. I was trying to poke or check them a little bit to see what happens. That actually didn't go too well in my favor. Sometimes it does work. Sometimes it doesn't. I was able to block, but unfortunately not able to block the final attack. I did get the escape though. Nice counter. Missed the tatami, however. Oh, we were not able to get away from their super art. Hits him with the low. They're blocking our attacks pretty well. Good counter, but we were able to block that. Gives us the counter ourselves. Keeping that pressure rolling. Wow, they're anticipating our attacks pretty good. They're countering really well right now. Didn't think we were able to block that attack. It is what it is. Wait, I actually won. I didn't realize that. Wow. Anyways, so here we go. They keep getting us with a throw attack. I don't know if you can actually even counter or get away from that. Wow, look at that. Crazy amount of damage ABA does. It's so hard. Can we block the super art? We do. We jumped over our super art. We were able to try to get away from the corner. Keeping that pressure on, playing cautiously as well, trying not to get hit. Unfortunately, we did get hit by that super attack. We kind of rushed into that one. Here we go, final round. Poked them a few times with the weak punch. Yozensen does land, keeps him in the corner. Block their attack, nice. Another Yozensen does land again. Trying to keep that pressure on in the corner there, but they were able to counter us, put us in the corner as well. Back to neutral position, hit the low attack, kicks them. Gets a tatami combo in once again. Oh, we missed the tatami. They block all of our attacks. We backdash out. Yozensen does land from the cross up. Kicks them, goes into a super art. I don't know if this lands or not, but it does land. We do take the match. Well, there it is. Hey, what's going on? If you made it this far, make sure you watch my other videos. It should be up there somewhere. I'll see you there.